everybody's going to be talking about AI. Some of us are experiencing AI burnout. I would say buckle up because it's here. I would not bet against AI. Like, it is here. It may seem a little bit bumpy now, like all of our industrial changes that we've seen before. Like, I remember the DOS space. I remember the green screen. I remember all of that time. It always starts off a little bit bumpy, and then as it's, you have better adoption, it gets better. I feel like with AI, once we get, I would say, get our sea legs on, the rate of adoption is going to accelerate so much. I've been in rooms where people talk about just looking at the curve like that, the hockey puck look of how fast the rate of change is going to happen. What we're seeing now is nothing coming close. You guys will remember, like, I would say last week or a couple weeks ago, the market was responding to what they call an AI scare and how that would impact a lot of the companies. And I jokingly said that real estate caught a stray in that, even though it wasn't supposed to be real estate specific. But companies like CBRE, later real estate brokers, took a big hit because there was the assumption that AI was supposed to create all these productivity. So for me, one of the things that we're looking at just on my day-to-day, we have productivity hacks, like, even with some of the lease transaction, the lease documentation, AI can go through and look at some of the clauses that we need to pay attention to. There is a lot of opportunities, and we're just scratching the surface just now. When it comes to asset deployment for AI, we mentioned by 2030, we'll require about $7 trillion for infrastructure to support AI. And that number is probably dated by now. Like, I think it's probably going to be even more. So in terms of like the obvious impact for real estate investment, data centers, of course, will be, and it's not just data centers in terms of the brick and mortar, but you're thinking about the electrical, the power, the water, all of these additional constraints, the semiconductor, all these additional constraints that you require to support AI. I think that's where the rub is. And then just, wherever, and what we're experiencing now is like not in my backyard. So the data centers need to find places and locations. And a lot of communities are pushing back to say, yes, I know it's going to bring new jobs, but we really don't want it here because of the aesthetics and the eyesore and, of course, the environmental part of it too. So it's a very interesting time to be in real estate. So if there is a question about what you need to consider in terms of studies, I would say real estate was something to keep at the top of your list.